going on here? Hey, Luca. Hey, everybody. This is CmdrAleon, and welcome to Encounters, the spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, AL1 and Spice King. Welcome, everybody out there. Good to have you with us tonight. I got my Galaxy blanket behind me here, so that's all that is. And this is just a reflection of the couch, of the chair. Hey, Marinette, good to see you. Hey, Teresa. So it's going to be an interesting night. I have no idea what's going to happen. For those of you who are new here, our show from last night, which was completely out of this world, is on my YouTube channel, Astronaut Command Spaceship News. All my shows are recorded are live and then transferred over to my YouTube channel. You need to watch last night's show if you missed it. It's an out of this world program. Our contact program was last night, Friday night. We had Friends with Faries, James and Taz on, and we had Gekko and the Space People doing some really crazy things with James's studio equipment. And you'll hear that from last night on my YouTube channel. Gekko, yes. And just for the people to know, that's why I say you never know what's going to happen here. Frederica, good to see you in Germany. Everybody out there. We never know what's going to happen. We never know now what's going to happen on the show. I'm married to a woman from another planet, but it's a story for the book First Sight, Love, and Magic is Magic. Ooh, Luca. Luca, we're going to follow you. Luca, when I start taking interviews, would you like to talk about the woman that you're married to from another planet? I'm interested in your story. So, Luca, when I start doing interviews tonight, I'd love to hear your story about your marriage to a woman from another planet. That's different. Hey, Ray, good to have you with us. We're glad to have everybody here. Please, we're going to go from 10 to 12:30 in the morning. So we're going to do a 2.5-hour show tonight. I'm glad I was on to get on early here. So we're going to have about 2.5 hours, which is quite a bit of time. We hope to do some interviews, and maybe who knows what else is going to happen here tonight. So we'll find out. And my contact is with a space being called Gekko. If you were on last night, it was the craziest out of this world program I've done in a full year. You just have to watch it. And when I rewatched it on my big screen TV, I was like just feeling like I was there again, you know. So whoever's on last night, you know, if you were watching the whole show, what happened. You were right there. You experienced it. People's energies were activated. And there was a lot of stuff going on last night. I think we had the whole galactic levels of light watching the show or listening in from outer space. That's how intense it was last night. Hey, God's Child on the Run. Good to see you. Universal. Frederic, thank you for the likes. So I know there's some people that might have missed last night's show, but you missed a really, really interesting program last night on Contact. Everyone is UFO. Well, everyone is not a UFO. Everyone is in truth, when they connect to their higher self, they are galactic human beings. The UFO is basically the ship, what we call a UFO. So everybody is a star seed. Everybody is a star being in truth, but not everybody remembers that. Good to have everybody here. And we're just getting started, so relax. You know, our studio is all over the world. Do you know that? We have our studio space, our audience space is everywhere. So you can take a seat anywhere on the planet and be comfortable and still see me just as good as you see me now. Right? Hey, Ola from Utah. How you doing, Utah? Irma, good to have you with us. Tallyman, Stephen, welcome to the show. Matthew Sherman. Skip to Grace. Skip to Grace. We're going to have to bring... last night was absolutely crazy. In a very good way. Danny Holt. Made 402, welcome. Sarah, I'm sure the word's getting out about last night's show all over social media. I have contacted, Stephen Gray has a TikTok page, Would you believe it? He has an actual official page. So I sent him a message about what happened last night. We're going to see if he gets back to me. We'll see if his people get back to me. We're going to bring James on because I hope James's equipment is all right. We're going to bring James on. I felt Stella Bella, so you have to watch the show. It's on my YouTube channel from last night, so watch the show. It'll be pretty amazing. I'm hoping James is able. I can come up. Okay. That's okay. Things are happening in the rabbit hole, so I completely get it. I will later. Okay, later on sounds good. We're going to, hey, Coco Dorn, good to see you. I'm in the rabbit hole. I know you are. Yeah, we're going to be on till 12:30, so I'm sure you'll be able to come on at some point between now and then, so that's good. Do whatever you have to do. Hopefully your studio equipment is activated again after last night's incredible technological switch-ons and offs. I just was watching James that show last night on YouTube, and I was still amazed at what was going on. It was pretty amazing. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, that was, you didn't expect that to happen, James, I don't think. I didn't expect that to happen. You know, they are very, my galactic brothers and sisters, that was a good way of waking people up. So just look at it this way. You woke a lot of people up who had no idea whether they understood anything about extraterrestrial intelligence, star beings. What happened last night definitely took any skeptic out of their cage and made them a believer. Absolutely. You know, it was, yeah, I can't even, you know, if you ask me, and I'm from Mars, I can't tell you how they did it. But just put it this way, don't try to think too hard about how they did it. They're able to do anything they want. You know that every nuclear silo they can shut down in a nanosecond all over the world? If they can do that to your technology in your studio, they can actually knock out every nuclear silo in the world. I already know this. You know. Hey, West Virginia, Danny, good to have you with us. So, hey, Cheryl, good to have you with us. And yeah, it was a exciting night, and I want people, I'll mention it through the night for people that might have missed the show. Did anyone not see the show last night? Is anyone here that did not watch my show last night? Hey, Susan Mary, good to see you, sister. So Danny Holt, my show last night is a contact show. We do it every Friday. William, the same thing, anyone who didn't see it. Stephen. So what you want to do is, when you get a chance this weekend, go to my Ashtar Command Spaceship News page on YouTube, watch last night's show, and as you get to the latter part of the show, you'll see what happens with Gekko. Fast, same thing for you, Fast, and anybody else out there. When you watch that show, it will blow your mind. It will also be, I think, an activational show, too, because I think they also did some activations with everybody in the room. So I think that'll happen to you when you watch the show. So as you watch the show, it starts out kind of slowly with some, questions, and they usually respond with a tap, and then we're listening for sounds. And in the latter part of the show, if you fast forward it, you'll start seeing what happens with James's studio equipment and what they do. They take over the equipment and start doing things. You'll see it, the most amazing experience last night for anyone who was there. Thank you, Susan, for the roses. So I want to make sure everybody who's not seen the show last night, Friday night is contact night, that will certainly blow your mind, and without a question. Everything we do here is real. We don't channel, we don't throw crystal balls in the ceiling, we don't throw cards in the air. There's nothing like that. There's no CGIs, there's no fake recorded audios. Everything is real that we do here. I'm a contactee. I've been a contactee since the 60s. I've had numerous spaceship sightings for new people. The largest sighting was at about 2 football fields in length, very low above a condo complex near a wooded area for about 35 minutes, just to let you know. Yeah, Ruby, thank you, Susan. Ruby, go to my Ashtar Command Spaceship News channel between now and tomorrow, and watch last night's show. You can fast forward it to where everything starts happening. The whole show was amazing. Yeah, it was. Hey, Tracy, thank you. Yep. Oh, thank you. Hey, Sprites, good to see you. Dawn, thank you for the heart. We appreciate that. Now, I've got the radio on a different frequency tonight. I have it on 630. I have a pyramid on top of my Alexa app. I have my copper pyramid on top of there, and I have another pyramid behind the radio. So, a matter of fact, I forgot one thing. I have my newest activated ET device, this here. You can't really see it. Well, maybe you will. Let me see if I can show it to you a little bit. You can kind of see it right here. I can't really see it too good, but you'll see a little bit of it. Right here we go. This is my latest device. And Tracy, I've seen a UFO, but nobody believed me. Well, on here, people will believe you. We'll believe you. See that? That's and that is going to be tonight. I think I'm going to put that on top of the Alexa app. So I put that on the Alexa app. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Now, if you want to get that piece with the copper that I just showed you, believe it or not, on Amazon.com, that's where I found it. Of all places, it comes directly from India. So I got the package from India, and very beautiful. We appreciate all the subscriptions. I also let you know, as we're getting into the show a little bit, if it says subscribe when you come on here, become a subscriber. Zukia, welcome. Be a subscriber. You can subscribe to me for a month, 2 months. Tony Miller, good to see you, brother. Become a subscriber. The subscribers' money goes to our CE5 equipment. And I just got 2 small copper pyramids. Beautiful. And when you get a subscription for a month or whatever you want to do, that money is going towards night vision equipment that we hope to eventually get this year. So please subscribe. Charles Jackson, I think it is. Welcome to the show. Patricia, everybody coming in here. Val Hilly, I think it is. Linda, thank you for joining us. And also, once you get to know the show, please become, you can do my Venmo app. I have a Cash App on Venmo, which is pretty popular. And you can Venmo anything you want to help in general support. Stephen, good to see you. And we appreciate that. So I'm a talk show host for people coming in here on WESU Sunday mornings on Pacifica Radio for about 21 years now. My show is called Ashtar Command Radio. It was the first Ashtar Command radio show on any radio station in the world, and we're still doing it. And we also call it the Cosmic Eye, but it's dedicated to the Ashtar Galactic Command. So I've been involved with the command before there was any sort of thing called the internet, because there was no websites, no whatevers. I've been in direct contact with them for years. I also work in Cosmic Christ Consciousness. I also am a telepathic communicator with a space being from the command called Kedar Manka. I've been in communications with him before there was an internet as well. I don't channel anything. I won't read cards. I won't look at a crystal ball for you. And what else would I won't do? Yeah, I won't do any of that stuff. Contact is imminent. Watch 108. That's true. Dawn, thank you for the gifts. Contact is imminent. Thank you for the hearts. So on this show, it's very spontaneous. Bobby G, welcome. Echo, welcome. We never know. Hey, Serena. We never know what's going to happen out here. As you get to watch my show when I'm on here, anything and everything is possible. It really is. We love to do interviews. Hi, Tara. Good to see you. We love to hear people's stories. Brian, welcome to the show. And we will do some interviews tonight, I'm sure. Fernando Martin, welcome. Tabitha. Slim Jim, welcome to the show, Slim Jim. Breed Nelson, I think it is. Torres, Wecco something gal. Porte Jewelry. Excuse me. Paul 7191. Hey, Billy Jenk. Good to see you. Orion's Lion Cloth. Pam, welcome to the show. We try to, Susie CQ. We see people. We try to say hello. And it's good to see everybody in here. Welcome. If you're just coming to the show for the first time, we have our moderators. I want to, just say thank you to our moderators on the show. We have some great moderators. If anybody's a troll, we'll kick you right out. We'll block you, and you'll be gone in the space forever. So if you're coming in here as a troll, before you do anything, think about where you are. Always. Hey, Johnny Miller. Johnny Miller is one of our moderators. We have a few of them. Marinet's here. Skip to Grace is here. We have a number of our moderators. So on my show, because it's a show, I have moderators to keep things at the highest levels of light, Had too many downloads since about, let's see, people. Good evening. Hey, Chris, up in Canada. Good to see you. Nightbird, hello. You haven't missed anything yet. We're just getting started in a way. I just got on here a little bit after 10 p.m. Bonnie Blue Eyes Girl. Good to see you, Bonnie. Good to see you always. Jeppo Jones, Rob E.R.T., M.V. Watkins, Terry Wilson. I see a lot of new names. We're glad to have all these new people coming in here. Our goal is to get up to 100,000 likes by 12:30 a.m., which is going to be when we're going to sign off the show. 2.5 hours of the Encounter show. This show is about extraterrestrial stories and contacts, visitation, disclosure, all those things, So we need everyone to start tapping. If you know people that are good people that you want to share the show with, that you think would be interested, please share. Anna, hello. Good to see you, Anna. Welcome to Encounters. J Mac, welcome. William Martin, welcome. So we do see you. Small Z111, I think it is. Good to have you with us, everybody, all the new people. See, this is the difference between me and anything else out there. We want to, divine destiny, I like that. Sherry, welcome to the show. We'd like to, hey, Lisa, we'd like to make people feel welcome. I'm always very curious. I do believe something is happening. It is, Terry. When you watch this show, and then you watch my Friday night shows are contact shows. Now, tonight, if things happen, I can make them happen. What do I mean by that? Sometimes you want to have downtime, but if I ask Gekko, I'm sure is listening to the show from the spaceship. Communion was your first book. Very good, Boiler. Hopefully many books since Communion. There's a lot of the old contact ebooks, if you can find them. You'll learn a lot about people that went on the spaceships, too. Danny wrote us, Fawn 612, welcome. He knows how to use his voice. Neon, you have to watch the show from last night on my YouTube channel, and that goes for anybody that's new here. We have a thing called Contact Night, Friday nights, and if you listen to my show on YouTube that was recorded last night, you'll hear some amazing things happen with everybody who's watching, with my co-host and his studio board. You just have to watch it. So it's Astro Command Spaceship News YouTube channel, Encounters Last Night Show. Just make a note of it. Maybe tomorrow, if you have a chance, sit down and watch it. Really. Okay? Because I don't assume everybody who's in here actually saw that show. I know there's a lot of new people here. I don't have a podcast. I'm not really a podcaster. I'm really guided to just do my show here on TikTok, and that's what I do. I do my radio show, which is actual FM radio, internet radio. I've been doing that for 21 years. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Yeah, so I want to make sure every new person knows about what happened last night, because that show will activate you, motivate you, and blow your mind. No, actually, he didn't. But you know what? It was okay. Actually, Friends with Fairies is very, very connected. I'm going to bring Skip to Grace up. I know she was on with me last night. I think she's here. Listen, and on this show, anything weird could happen. Hey, Grace, how you doing?
Hey, Commander, how are you?
I'm still like I was laughing so hard last night. I was watching the show on my big screen on YouTube, and I was cracking up hearing James speak when the space people were playing with his control board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
I
did.
had
Well, you
to, yeah, I didn't see the whole show because I had to work today.
oh
So I've been working more lately, so I wasn't
oh
able to see it. So I'm gonna have to check it out.
yeah, like maybe tomorrow if you're not working, you'll have to watch it. You can fast forward it, but you're gonna see exactly whatever you missed when you watch it. It's gonna blow your mind.
I think I saw when Tass was on and he was talking about how you had a band of people or something about you having a band of communication around you. I don't remember
Uh,
the exact words he
yeah.
used, but
Well, he did say also that not only was my space brother Gekko there, but all the galactic spiritual beings of other planetary systems were also there. They were amazed that I was doing this. They never seen anything like this on Earth happen before. And I'm humbled by everything. I don't have any ego. I'm learning. I said, "Well, that's happening."
yeah,
I think
I think it's
they're
great,
look
Commander.
what they're looking at is truly it's very important to know that when we have this thing in April, and then which is I want to just explain something in April for new people. Gatako, for those that are new here, and I need to explain the story always because I don't assume everybody here has ever seen me before. I've been a contactee for years. Gatako came through the Alexa app of my daughter's Alexa app in her room when I was on here. I went into the room and it was a Billie Holiday song playing. The end of it was "I'll see you soon. I'm going to the moon. I'll see you soon." And again, I always never get the title right of that song.
Oh, at last, was it at last?
At
Or
last, or something similar. But
isn't it funny how we can't remember it? I just because I know we
I
played
know the
it multiple
song.
times.
I just remember the key things. I'm
I,
going to the moon.
I'm
I'll
gonna
see you soon.
remember it.
Yeah. But that's how it started. And then we had static on our show a few times. And then we started hearing like words and communications. They weren't in English or anything. Then my friend John Connors and I got together and they were communicating through his scanners and radios on AM. And his lights would go off. There were all kinds of weird stuff was happening. And then after that, currently, Friends with Furry in Vermont, who's tuned into she's very highly connected with high vibrational beings all the time and seeing spaceships. She's in northern Vermont, very special location. So when she came on, Gatako was using her technology, her phones, and things when she's on, if she comes on tonight, potentially weird stuff will happen in a good way. So when I say weird stuff in a good way, I mean good. It's just that for whatever reason, they will use other people. Thank God they're not using my phone because I don't know what would happen. But the thing is, he uses other people's phones, specifically different phones. Are you making a noise? Are you clicking?
Me? No, no, mm-mm,
Did you just click?
no,
Did anyone just hear that?
no. The only thing that you might have heard is I tend to do laundry at night, late at night. I don't know
Right.
why. I always have.
But does your laundry click?
I don't know. It was more of a like a whoosh sound, like a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh
Oh,
sound.
okay. Then, well, guess what? I have a funny feeling about tonight.
Everybody's saying they heard a click.
Yeah, the clicking. I'm going to do a test here.
Are they
I, sh-
clicking? Is that the sound you've
I
been hearing?
shouldn't do this, but I know I'm going to do this.
You
And you
can't
know
help it.
I'm going to do this because it was really clear. Gekko, if you're here with us, click once. Gekko, if you're using Grace's phone, click once. Gekko, are you here? Click once. It stopped. I don't know. Maybe it was nothing. It could have been nothing, you know. I have
Yeah,
no idea.
so Jessica said TikTok has been acting weird lately. It sort of has. I noticed that it's a little it's been a, I had to reset my app because it was glitching a little bit.
Oh yeah,
it's such a lightning fast app that I think that
yeah,
it uh because I go onto Facebook and it's like
yeah.
slow as molasses.
Well, do you
And
know they mentioned it's "I'll Be Seeing You"? That's the name of the song. Thank you, Ruby and the
that's the
Marinade.
one. Thank you.
Yeah, "I'll
Thank you
Be
guys
Seeing
for
You." That was
that.
from Billie Holiday. And
Yeah, thank you for that, Ruby.
yeah, so I know I haven't been focusing on whether Facebook is weird or not. Maybe, who knows? But
Well, I
I
find it
know.
really odd that Grammy, the lady who does the moderating in the room, she
Mhm.
can't get on to the live TikTok.
Yeah, she doesn't have a guest thing where I can press it and put her on here.
I don't
She should be.
understand
She
why.
should be. She needs to write TikTok a note, giving them a note that she can't get on. She has
Yeah,
enough
because
followers.
she's got around 700 people, so she should
Yeah,
be
easily.
able to come up, and she's got so many amazing things to say.
Yeah,
And she's not allowed to come up. She can't get up, and she's also a lot of her stuff's being flagged. So I
really.
don't know exactly. Yeah, I don't know
That's
what she's
really weird.
posting. I said, yay, what
Now,
was that?
now the static is from my special radio that I got
Oh, I thought you were
a while
getting
ago.
like awards. How you get TikTok awards and they make that sound?
Yeah,
That's what I thought that
yeah.
was. Hi,
Wow,
everyone
this
in the
is really
room that
weird.
I didn't have a chance to say hi. Thank you for
I'm
meeting me.
Yeah, and I'm putting the radio, Grace, next to here for a minute. I'm on 6:30 a.m. I usually go 7:10 or 6:30 a.m. on my show, and I'll say, "Gadico, are you here? Gadico, are you here?" Grace has the phone on. Gadico, are you communicating using her phone? Gadico, Gadico. All right, so I just did that for a minute.
Hi, Providence. How are you? So I can't wait for our C5s. I actually miss them so much.
I do
Uh,
too.
I really miss the C5s. I was out the other night in the snow, kind of looking up at the sky. It was fantastic. It was before we
Yeah,
got this big storm.
yeah.
And, there was definitely action in the sky, no doubt.
Oh, without a question. Yeah,
There's definitely, guys, if you're not looking up at the sky, make sure you do. Take some time, especially when it's clear. During the new moon is a great time because it's super dark.
yeah,
But when this right in the winter skies, I always find that, everything is so clear and crisp that you can make out a lot of stuff.
yeah.
And
It's beautiful.
but the footage that I've been seeing all over the world, like the footage that you recently showed, Commander, of the lights, I think it was California, where
Hmm.
it was two significant lights and then a third light came up and then
Yeah,
it looked like a like three lights, almost like one of
yeah,
those Trine, ships. I just that
yeah.
was amazing. And
You know
then
what? And you know what'll blow you away? The one that I posted from Nevada, outside of Las Vegas, the mountainous area. Person videotaped a huge sphere, silver, that in his story switched from a sphere to like a saucer-shaped ship and then disappeared.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, somebody's saying that paranormal caught on camera is awesomeness too. Yes, it can be amazing. I mean, I one time I used to do paranormal work and years ago, and I went to a graveyard in Boston and took photographs, and there were orbs everywhere. They were
Yeah.
everywhere. There were hundreds and
So,
hundreds of them.
you know what's happening? You know what's happening?
Yeah.
You're right now. Something strange is happening. As you speak, we're getting like a whoop, like we have when Gekko's coming in. Gekko's bumping me out. Gekko is here. My contact is here. Gekko is here. So if anything weird happens, folks, if you have any, Lisa, I'm sorry he's bumping you out. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. If you see your power going down on your phones, I'm sorry about that. I don't control that tech. I don't control anybody's technology. Um, but Gekko is here. Um, and like I say, I have no idea what's going to happen tonight, but it's already happening. So, Gekko, welcome to the show. I also want to know, and Gekko would agree. I asked that the Ashtar Command protect everybody, including our space brothers. I asked that the Christ beings of light protect every single person on this show that's watching it. I asked that the Ashtar Command put a tensor beam over 30 miles in a radius 360 degrees around the center. I also asked that our ship, my ship, which is a large ship itself, be above me about 10,000 feet above the ground level, cloaked. So we now have that set. Frequencies are now amped up even more. I'm amping up everything even more in the show. Uh, those that know me for this time who's followed me, you know that I can do this, and I am doing it. There was a little bit of when Gekko comes in, it was like a whoop whoop, like you know. So I'm gonna say, Gekko, can you tap once if you're here? AM, Jake, AM.
Commander, have you talked to your friends at the store about this? Did
I
they?
haven't been. I was going to go up there today, but I didn't have a chance to. I will be stopping there next Saturday, maybe tomorrow. Uh, I'm not sure, either tomorrow or Saturday. Next Saturday.
Okay. Do you remember when you were telling me that you had they told you to cover like your place after the show
Yeah, I do that.
with
When
closed
I get off,
doors?
I do a call on all the angels, the Christ beings of light, and my connections with the Ashtar Command, and then we open a doorway, a white opening, like a brilliant white opening, and then we send everybody to cross over, and simply without going too elaborate into it. Then once we know that visually everybody has left, the angels will close it with the command and all the Christed beings, and then we thank them, and that's the end of it. So I do that every night after my show.
That's awesome. And I think everyone in the room should do things like that
Oh
too.
yeah, everybody should.
Because I think everyone who's partaking in this is doing, this kind of work,
Hmm.
should do it because there are some people that are super impressionable,
Oh yeah.
and we want to be sure that they're doing that as well.
Hmm. Yeah,
Um,
people are saying they've heard a number of people said that I didn't hear a tap, but other people said when I stopped talking that they heard a tap. I didn't hear anything, but I believe you. I just didn't hear anything. Sometimes that happens. Like other people hear Gattaco with a tap. I don't hear anything, which is, it's just the way it works. So, okay, so I'm going to do this. Grace, keep your mic on for a minute. No, keep your mic on, Grace.
okay.
Okay, Gattaco, um, are you close to my area on the planet? One tap for yes, two taps for no. Was that you, Grace?
Yes, that was me.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So, Gattaco, if you're close to where we are, other people said they're hearing you tapping. I don't hear a thing. 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. Grace, you're moving around, right?
Yeah, I live in an old Victorian, so it's kind of
Oh, okay.
creepy.
That's
So if I
right.
have my mic on, you might hear.
Well, we want your mic on because this is somehow that's the way the effects are. So let's try it again. Gekko, this is CmdrAleon on Encounters. We're on here. Gekko, please tap if you're here. Gekko, please tap if you're here. Gekko? Gekko, are you there? See, I'm not getting anything. And other people might be hearing a tap. I don't hear anything.
I don't feel any energy at all. So
I don't feel it at all either.
So I think that it might be
Yeah, I think there's nothing
clear
happening.
at the
You know,
moment.
this is why we test it. You know, this is where we keep it real. I just was testing it. No response. No
Yeah.
response. So that's all right. But that's the way it is. But go ahead, Grace.
So how was your experience with TAS last night?
Oh, it was good. I enjoyed it. I had a great time with him, and he was tuning in on a level where he said all the different galactic spiritual forces were listening, or however they do that. They were all gathered to listen to this broadcast. It was pretty amazing. I felt all the energies. Like I feel things. So I felt a lot of energy from off planet. Quite a bit.
He's a great guy. He's a nice guy.
He is a great guy. Very nice guy.
Um,
And he actually has a very strong vibrational energy of light, you know?
Yeah, he does. He does. He's exploring too.
Yeah,
super interesting.
absolutely. That explanation is beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he definitely brings different energy to the room as well.
Oh yeah. And even though it's different, it's still like, you know, you can feel it's just a very calming, very high frequency energy, which is the way it should be. And it's a pure energy from him, you know?
Yeah, it's nice to have, you know, the mix. I really wish he was closer to us and he could come to the CE5s. I know he's
I wish too.
all the way up in Canada, but you know, maybe
Canada, okay.
Maybe he could partake with us online, you know, on the
could.
live.
You know, we're going to do it anyway. As a matter of fact, the April show is going to be an experiment. We've already got the date set. It's too soon to post anything, but April 13th is the date we selected, which is a Saturday night. We just have to hope that the weather's good that weekend.
Oh, okay. April 13th. All right. I'll have to make sure that's on my calendar. Are you going to go to the Apple Orchard?
Apple Orchard is where we're going to be making. So we're going to be doing for people that are here. We've been planning this, and Gekko's agreed to do this. We're going to experiment with direct contact with Gekko in an Apple Orchard field, and potentially be taken on one of their ships, a smaller ship, to a larger vessel, and then we'll be off planet. If this works, we're going to go physically off Earth for 2 hours. 2 hours Earth time. Whatever that is in their space is different. So just to let people know, this is going to be broadcast live on TikTok, and some people say, why would you do that? Because it's about disclosure, it's about honesty, it's about truth, it's about cosmic realization. Why not do it? Isn't that what we're here for?
Exciting. That sounds so cool.
I mean, like, aren't we here to really, if people really, really, really want contact, to make that disclosure, what better way to do it than to broadcast it? Now, if this works, our technology of our phones will not work inside their ships, but outside of the ships, we'll be able to record the ship on live. And then when we go into the ship, if this experiment does work, and it is the word experiment, so if it doesn't happen, you can't say, oh, he said it's going to happen. I'm saying I'm using the word, and it's recorded right now in the show, an experiment of contact. If this does work in our CE5, we will physically have a group that will go off planet with the space beings on their ship. And then we'll come back in 2 hours Earth time, whatever that is. So I've been talking about this for a while. It's in the works. And it will be, if this happens, there'll be nobody on the planet doing social media that's ever done this before, like this in a public setting. But we are going to get our group together, and our hope is we have a really good group of people here that are light workers. This will be April the 13th, Tracy, in the evening. And again, it is an experiment, so we'll broadcast live. And if anything happens, you will see it. If a ship shows up and we get, however they work it, get taken on their ship, you will see it. And then probably you won't be able to see it once we're inside this particular ship.
So this is
Uh,
very interesting, Commander. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, I was going to say, Sue says April 13th, what time? We will be at the location after 8:30 in the evening, about 8 o'clock. And when it gets dark out, that's when we'll be doing our meditation. We do a Christed meditation, and then we, as we become centered, we put a protection around the field, a very high protection from the ashtar levels, and then we'll proceed to do our CE5. And this particular CE5 will be different because we're not looking to just use night vision equipment to see a spaceship or whatever, or record UFOs. This is going to be making contact where we're physically being taken on board a spaceship off planet by Gekko and the space beings on his ship. So that is in the works.
Commander, some
Yeah,
people are asking what time, so about 7-ish, you think?
about seven-ish, actually 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. That would be 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 if you're on the West Coast.
Yeah, so this is super interesting that I was just looking recently on the CE5 app. And so the contact types are described as this is very interesting. CE1 is sighting of an ET craft. CE2 is physical evidence of an ET craft. CE3 is sighting of an ET life form. CE4 is experience on board an ET craft. And CE5 is human initiated contact with ETs.
That's what we're going to be doing, CE5. That will be, our experiment will be CE5. It'll be both CE4 and CE5 probably combined. So if this experiment works, we've had our group for over 11 years. We're well trained. We know about the protocol of contact. We're not like neophytes or some like new people just like trying to figure it all out. We have some really good people in our group here in Connecticut, and very dedicated people. We have really dedicated light workers, people that are connected with the whole thing, people that are starseed. We have all the right ingredients of people that bring the highest levels of light. So the goal is, if we do this, and it does happen, folks, we are going to be representing the planet Earth as the best representatives of our planet. So if we go on this ship, we're going to come back. Probably, if this happens, I assume we will be somewhat different in our consciousness because we'll be shown things that we've never seen before. So, it's not wishful thinking. It's not, like, oh, I wish we could go on a spaceship somewhere. That's not the way it works. You see, because of the contact scenario, and Grace knows this, when this started happening with me over a month ago, they had known about me. We had been friends with them before I came to Earth. So I was working in the galactic levels before I became a human being. And Gekko knew of me from that level when he was younger. And when I say younger, went to school with me on some level. He says we were on school together in a galactic school off planet. And we were like best friends. Like you have your best friend. He would have been my best friend. So he finally recontacted me after all these years, in Earth years. He finally found a way to contact me. So I hope this experiment works. I'm excited about it. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be like, oh, sad about it. Because when you do an experiment, that's what an experiment is. You're seeing what's going to happen, right?
Absolutely. It's definitely well, that's the fun in it, is
Right.
the experiment. So, do you guys want to hear a tone a new tone from the CE5
Yeah.
app?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a couple of choices. There's the Mount Shasta tone. There's the Fibonacci tone sequence. There's the Greer logo in 3D. And of course, there's the crop circle tone and
Right.
the Gaza pyramid chant, which let's want to try this Mount Shasta tone and see what that sounds like. All right, so I'll put that on. That's going to last for that'll last, I think it's 10. This is really different from the others.
You will, Deborah. Yeah, so the sounds are all beautiful. You just really have to get used to the space sounds.
So let me mention about it for a minute so you guys understand what's happening here. So this is a looped recording of an anomalous tone that occurred during a CE5 event at Mount Shasta, California. It is played at 3 different pitches, the highest one being the original. And this happened during a meditation that was focused on making contact with extraterrestrial visitors. The sound was multidimensional and created an image in everyone's mind that resembled a string of pearls.
Interesting.
I love that.
Hey, Jim,
That's
good
like
to see
my
you.
symbol. It's like to
Yeah.
me, that's my symbol of contact is a string of pearls.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that it loops 3 times, and then the highest one was the original anomalous
Wow.
tone. Yeah, isn't that great? I'm gonna put it back on for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead. Hmm. And who knows? These sounds could be actually having Gekko listen to them too. You might be listening to them right now.
I almost feel like these are similar to the first contact sounds that we received when we were in the room
Yeah.
with a couple months ago. I
Yeah.
can't remember the gentleman's name, the Native American man in might be in Arizona. Can't
Yeah.
remember his name.
I don't remember.
He hasn't been in a while, but those are the Mount
Are you talking about Ed, the
Ed.
Star Nation?
Yes, that's Ed.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been missing Ed. I wonder where he's been. I haven't seen him for a while.
That reminds me of the tones that we heard that night with Ed.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
immediately what I thought of. The Mount Shasta tones are the tones that we hear when we were receiving tones through the radio.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And I'm going to test a theory. And again, I don't think Godico's here right now. I think they're not listening to the program or whatever. Godico, did you hear those sounds? If you did, one for yes, two for no. No, they're not here. They were here big time last night with a lot of other star beings, but tonight it's really kind of quiet. But I
Yeah.
thought tonight that sound might bring them in from the CE5 sound. But those are the CE5 sounds that we will use during our CE5 events. So if anybody does not have, how many people here, I'm CmdrAleon, the host of the show, we're trying to get to 100,000 likes, or at 20,000 now. We need another 80,000 likes, so we need everybody to do that. Also, just let people know as we continue on with the show till 12:30 in the morning on the East Coast, I want to get to by the beginning of summer, I want to get to 100,000 followers to do more outreach. So my goal is to do outreach by getting more people. I can reach more people. More outreach means waking more people up and busting the matrix. So that's my goal. And I have a set goal here on TikTok for that purpose. So I hope everybody will have their cosmic light worker friends, people interested in UFOs, follow us. The number one UFO spiritual talk show here on TikTok. Others come and go. We are here consistently, and we are doing some real things here. So and this is beyond YouTube, having fancy studios. We're doing all this stuff without wearing a fancy suit. That's all for show. Everything here we do is real. So welcome to the show, everybody coming in here. Grace is with us tonight. She's also in Kinetic. She's one of our CE5 activists in our group, with our Astro Command contact group. And we also want to let people know, if you have an iPhone or a Android phone, on Google Play, you can download the CE5 app from Stephen Greer. It's like $10. It's worth it. Study it, read it, the protocol. There's a contact area where you can contact people through your zip code. We're also CE5 people. If you have an iPhone on I think it's Amazon. I don't know, with iPhone, you can also download the app as well. So I encourage people to learn to do that. Get the CE5 app, put it on your phone, and learn how to use it. It's really, as Grace was sharing with you, some of the new tones. These are the tones you would use as a group in your meditations out in the field. So where you're on the beach, on a lake somewhere, wherever you are, these are the things you want to use the protocol for possible contact.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat wants to hear the Gaza pyramid chant. Are you guys want to hear that? Commander, would you
Yeah,
like to hear that? All right,
yeah,
I'll
none
do
of your
it.
business. Good evening, and we're glad you're here. Welcome to Encounters.
I love that name. None of your
I do
business.
too. I love that name too.
Okay, here we
Hey,
go.
Big Papa, go ahead.
So this, let me just tell you about it. This was a 12-minute chant that was recorded by a group, including several opera singers inside the King's chamber of the Giza Pyramid. The recording was shared during a CE5 training with Dr. Greer in 2017 by one individual present during the experience. Groups that have subsequently played this chant during the CE5 had described a feeling of powerful energy and have had several notable experiences. So that's a little background.
Yeah.
I happen to love this, actually.
Are you tapping anything?
No. Mm-mm.
Did anyone just hear some tapping?
Oh, the CE5 app is 9.99 on Google Play. Okay. I think this is incredibly beautiful.
I think Gekko likes this. I think Gekko likes this. So let's do a C5 on here right now with this sound. This sound is what we need. Who wants to do a C5 on the show tonight?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
That's what we're supposed to do. We'll do a C5. This is so beautiful. Yes, Stephen. As we're doing this, I want to welcome Gekko and the Star People. We're doing a C5 here. I want everyone to clear their minds, everybody to clear their minds. We have 132 people on here. We're going to do a collective C5 here with everybody online. I decided we're going to do a C5 right now. But I need everyone to stop thinking about different things. Just focus. Focus center on Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness. Focus on Christ consciousness, everyone. Pray for peace. Welcome. Blessings. Everyone focus on the Star People, Gekko, my space brother Gekko. Everyone focus on Gekko right now. Everyone focus on telepathic communications, inviting Gekko and the Star People to join us. I call on Gekko, my space brother, and those on your ship and other galactic forces of light to participate with us through audio, through audio, through audio, through audio, through audio, through audio. Gekko, 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 are you here? One tap for yes. Repeat. Gekko, repeat. Gekko, repeat. Gekko, repeat. See what's happening now, folks? Do you see what's happening? Do you hear what's happening? Gekko, CmdrAleon, CmdrAleon, Ashtar Command. I'm doing this on purpose. Ashtar Command, Gekko, 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 we love you all. We love you all in space, in the ship. Gekko, can you hear me? Gekko, communicate. Gekko, communicate. One tap for yes. So what I'm showing you, see my voice pattern, my vibrational pattern shifting. My vibrational pattern is shifting. My voice vibration is shifting. The vibration is important. The vibration initiates contact with the Gekko. Gekko, we love you. 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 Everyone's focused. I want everyone to focus. I'm going to guide everybody in this thing as I do in my workshops. Everybody focus. Everybody stay focused. Everyone don't chitter chatter. Focus. Close your eyes. Everyone close your eyes. Every single person coming in here. We're doing a C5 right now. I decided we're going to do this. Gekko, Gekko, Gekko. I'm trying to break through the barrier. Gekko, can you hear me? Gekko, if you do hear me, tap when you do hear me. Tap when you do hear me. Gekko, can you speak? Gekko, if you love this sound, give us a tap. I'm very much at peace. I'm very much at peace. Very much at peace. I'm repeating myself. Peace. Peace. Love. Light. Peace. Love. Light. Peace. Love. Light. Galactic love. Galactic light. Galactic love. Galactic light. Galactic love. Galactic light. Galactic love, galactic light. I'll sing a song. Gekko loves when I sing. So this song is dedicated to Gekko and the space people. Oh, and still play the C5 tone. Oh, we are one. We are one. We are one. We are one. Not separated. We are one. With the sun, with the light in the night. We are one. We are one. Gekko, Gekko, Gekko. Understand, Gekko will join us through me. I don't channel anything. If you're new here, this is real contact through frequency, and he's on the ship. Gekko. Other people are saying they're hearing you tapping. I don't. Can you tap once so I know you're there? Anybody hearing like, wow. Anybody hearing like whispering? Yeah, I hear it. The whispering, I hear it. Yep, it's coming through, just like last night. I hear it. I hear the whispering. Yes, he's here. Gekko is now fully here with us. And I hear the tones from what Grace is playing, but you can hear something else very low coming through with the music of the tones. Now, granted, I have my earbuds on, so I hear everything. Yes. The space people are loving this. The space people understand this. The space people completely understand the sound. Yeah, if you put earphones on or earbuds on, you'll hear it a lot better, everybody. If you have earbuds, you'll be able to hear it. Everybody stay focused. Everybody clear your consciousness and focus on Gekko and the space beings of the star system Sirius, the star beings of light. Everyone say, we love you. in inner consciousness communications, telepathically say it 1, 2, 3 inside your consciousness. We love you. We love you. We love you. Anybody hearing a little bit of static just now?
So it just ended, Commander. That's going to loop again. Do you want us
Okay.
to another tone?
No, let's keep looping to it. It
Okay.
seems to be the perfect tone.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I mean, I feel like I've elevated to like a much higher dimension now.
Yeah.
It's angel. I'm in the
Yes.
angel realm right now.
Yeah. As I'm speaking, I'm hearing my voice like when Gotiko was on last night. If I say Gotiko, you can see as I'm speaking, there's a repeat happening. Can people hear that? I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I'm doing that on purpose. You heard that last night when Gotiko was here. Okay, Michelle, listen very carefully. Ashtar command. Ashtar command. Hear like a ploop, like a clip. Yeah, it's like an echo sound. It's like a slight echo sound, like a slight. If I say it again, as I keep repeating my voice, it gets stronger. Yeah, like an echo. Now, if Gotiko wasn't here, you would not hear that echo. It's like a reverberation sound. Yeah, really quick. That's how you know, and that's how I know he's here. And this is not even a contact night. Well, we're doing a CE5, so I guess it is kind of a contact night. Like I said, Gotiko can come here anytime he wants. He's part of the show. I'm thinking of making him a second co-host from outer space on a spaceship. So, Gotiko, officially, you are now a co-host of Encounters on your spaceship off planet. Officially. Co-hosting the show from space. It was one day at a time. It was. Let's all listen. Get refocused. Get refocused on the star beings from the star system Sirius. Refocus. Close your eyes, everybody. Take a deep breath in and release out of your nostrils about 1 or 2 or 3 times until you're totally relaxed. Breathe in and then breathe out 3 times. I want you to focus on Gotiko's ship, their spaceship. Focus your energies on their ship. Focus your consciousness on their consciousness. Welcome back, Christopher. Geeked asked the question, how do I get ET to come contact me again? Geek, we'll get to your question in a little bit. Geek, please focus. We're doing a CE5 in contact with my space brother Gekko. Clear your mind of all your questions. Focus on Gekko. Focus on our star beings of light. That goes for all the new people coming in here. You're welcome to join us. Very inclusive show here tonight. We're doing a CE5 online here on my program. Renee says she's heard him again. And if people listen, if you have ear pods, you can hear things that you're not hearing with the human ear. So put your ear pods on or your headphones on, you'll be able to hear things you're not hearing. If you can hook them up to your phone or whatever, or Bluetooth. Gekko, how do you like the music? 1 click for yes, 2 clicks for no. Yeah, I heard that. Very light click. I heard 1 click, yeah. And my hands are here, so I'm not tapping anything. Just so you know, to keep it real, you know you can't see my hands too good. My hands are not touching the phone whatsoever. We're at 25,000. We're trying to get to 100,000 before 12:30. So please, everybody, tap to get us up to 100,000 likes. Please follow our TikTok. We want to get up to 100,000 followers before the summer so we can do more outreach to more people here on the show. Everyone get involved, not just a few people tapping. I need every single person activated, motivated, and tapping. Because we can hit 100,000 before 12:30. I'm pretty sure of it. If everyone does this right now, we can make it happen real quick. That's the way the commander works. Love in action. Love, that's a really important thing. Gekko knows it. Love in action. We always have to be love in action. Love in action, love in action. Right, Gekko? Right, Gekko? Right? As I say right, I'm getting a quick reverberation. Right, Gekko? Love in action, Gekko. Love in action. And you know what, brothers and sisters, we are love in action. We are the ground crew, believe it or not. We are all of us, whether you're conscious of it yet or not. You will be soon. You are the ones who will transform the planet. You're going to be the ones who transform it. You see? That's why you're here. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. As I keep saying that, now it's reverbing again. And this music is bringing you up to a higher frequency. If you close your eyes, don't think about anything. Just allow your body to vibrate into a higher frequency of consciousness. That's what it's all about. This CE5 is about uplifting your frequency right now. So we're going to uplift your frequency. Your frequency is going to stay uplifted to a high level. By tomorrow morning, you're going to be at a different frequency. Sarah, thank you. You're going to be at a different frequency. Thank you. You're going to be at a different frequency of consciousness, all of you. Whether you're new or old or been here for a year watching the show, Everybody knew you're going to be activated. No one's left out. There's not one person on my show that's left out of this. You're going to feel incredibly energized by tomorrow. I will guarantee it. Energized. Energized. I'm just repeating. Certain words are reverberating. Energy. Energized.
That's so gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Wow, that was gorgeous. What was that? That was so beautiful.
Oh, you're hearing something else?
I hear humming. I feel like there's something over the nuclear electric power plant that's near us.
Oh, a spaceship maybe?
Yep, I feel something's present, and I feel I'm actually asking for it to point into all of our nuclear facilities in our region, and just put a stop to whatever it is they're planning that's negative.
Yeah, the energies are. I mean, anyone in the room who doesn't feel it, do you feel the energy shift since the music's been playing? This is a CE5 tone on the Stephen Greer app we're using for our broadcast tonight. We're doing a CE5 here, and there's some static. Anyone hear the static? I'm going to be quiet. It was just there.
Okay, so it's just, this will be looping for the third time. Do you want to
I want to keep looping.
keep going? Okay.
They're telling me
That's a 12.
I'm getting from my contact at Armanca, keep looping the sound.
And this is the Giza pyramid chant, if anybody is new in the room.
And we'll do the Shasta one too next. After the next looping, we'll switch over to the Shasta one, and we've had some requests to go there, and we will definitely do that.
Yeah, and you can ask the ships to pinpoint the geographical locations so they know where to go.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing during meditation through a CE5.
Oh, thank you, Trans. See, as you hear me speak, it depends on the words I use. Galactic. Now it's happening. Certain words, people are going to hear this. It's like a quick reverb. Galactic love, galactic, space, galactic, space, gotta go on a ship in space. Quick reverb. Everyone hear that? My voice is reverbing, like kind of slightly. So I'm kind of teaching you something here. Depending on the words I use. Love, galactic. Now when I say galactic, the reverb is happening again.
I hope you feel wonderful, Deborah.
Teresa's saying I'm feeling pulled, Commander. We're at 41,000. Let's get to 100,000. Come on, let's get everybody in here tapping. New people, old people. We have 180 people in here. This show is very proactive. As a host of the show, I'm CmdrAleon, your host, a contactee. I work at WESU on Sunday mornings with the Astro Command radio show for 21 years on Pacific Radio. Hey, James, welcome back. So I want to get everybody involved. This is the kind of show where we include everybody. We don't try to throw everybody out. This is a real show. So we want to encourage you to tap everybody. We're at 43,000. Let's hit 100,000 before 12:30 tonight at the end of the show, before the end of the show. We can make it happen. See, this is one of the things I do as a contactee, as an activated galactic human being, as a person from Mars. I came here to bust the matrix. So I want to get everybody involved. You know, you're all part of this thing. Believe it or not, you're all part of what's happening on the planet. So just think now, I am part of something greater than myself. I am part of something much greater than my human existence, going to work every day, going to a market, working in an office, being a librarian, being a teacher, being a scientist, whatever you are, you know, working for the government, whatever you are, you're way more than what your title is, right? You can be totally naked, and that's who you truly are. When you take your clothes off, you see yourself as just physically somebody without all the clothing on. What I'm saying is, you're more than just a human being. You're more than just human. You're more than just human. And as I'm saying that, you hear the static? You hear the static? It's saying you're more than just human. As soon as I say that, the static comes on. You're more than just human. You're more than just human? The static stopped. So what they're doing is, they're here. They're interacting in a very subtle way right now. Yes, we belong to the universe. We're from the universe. We're from the universe. And as I repeat that, galactic, when I use the word galactic, at times, depending on my words, it vibrates a certain reverberation of frequency. And Friends with Faries, I sent Friends with Faries a message. If she comes on tonight, I'm sure she's working, but if she comes on tonight, she will be invited to join us. I have a feeling she'll be on later. I think she's working. Karen, can you tell us what you heard? I'm reading people's comments. Karen, what did you just hear? So Gekko can be very subtle. They're being very, very subtle tonight at the moment, as opposed to last night. They were being very boisterous. But tonight they're being very subtle, and they're here. They're enjoying the sounds, the frequency of sound from the music. After this stops looping, Grace will go to the other CE5 tone, which is the Mount Shasta tone. Excuse me, sorry about that. Karen would love to hear it. Oh, thank you, Karen. I'll definitely be interested in your message. Hey, Rocket Man. Hey, that's a good name, Rocket Man. That's also a name of a song from Elton John, and I like the name. Teresa says I started crying at some point.
I hope that was good, Teresa. I hope it's a good crying.
Good to have you with us, Rocket Man. Many blessings to you, brother. Welcome to Encounters, if you're here for the first time. My show's on regularly, about usually at 11 o'clock at night. I started early tonight, around about 10, 12 p.m. We're going till 12:30. At 12:30 p.m., we'll be ending the show. It's a 2.5-hour show. So I'm glad to have everybody with us, finding our show. Please follow us. Matter of fact, Rocket Man, I'm going to follow you. Let's see here. Yeah, Rocket Man, we will follow you, my brother. And follow us, and please tap. Everybody tap, all the new people, all the regular people coming on the show, wherever you're on the planet. We want to get to 100,000 likes. So I'm going to, every once in a while, I'll keep mentioning that to remind you to tap your phone. So if few people do the tapping, their fingers are going to hurt after a while. So everybody needs to tap. We almost have 200 people here, which is normally what we have, anywhere from 170, 150 to 200 on a nightly basis. Everybody tap to get us up to 100,000 right now. Keep tapping. But if your fingers start hurting, then stop. Hey, we're just good to see you. And we send our love to our space brothers of the Ashtar Galactic Command, my space brother Gekko and the people from the constellation Sirius who are on a big spaceship right now. I don't know where the ship is, but it's nearby. It's in the outer reaches beyond our particular planet. Hey, Heather B. Good to have you with us, Heather. Much blessings to you, always. Golden Kim. Hey, Golden Kim. Welcome. We in computer programming and government brainwash us. Oh, no problem, Heather. It's good to have you with us on Encounters. Hopefully, Little Butterfly. Well, I like that name. Hopefully.
Oh,
Saying
yeah,
greetings and blessings, hopefully. Haley Robinson, all the people coming in here, we're doing a CE5 here for everybody on the show. We're in contact, very subtle contact with my space brother Gekko, who is here. They're being very less boisterous than they were last night, but they are here. Hopefully, Little Butterfly. We love that name. Matter of fact, am I following Hopefully Little Butterfly? Hey, Hopefully Little Butterfly, we are following you. I just want to make sure I was. I like that. All about love and kindness. You're absolutely right on the money there. Yes, Stella Bell, you could do that as well. Everybody clear their consciousness. Grace is doing a beautiful job of sharing the tones. You want to go to the Mount Shasta tone?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Why don't we do that? Sure. Are you able to go on camera, or are you just having?
I'm actually sitting in the dark.
Oh, forget that. If you're sitting in the dark, you're fine.
I'm just sitting in the dark right now. The whole house is dark, and I'm just sitting on the couch, so you won't be able to see me. I can come on the camera. I just don't know if you guys can see me.
I don't think we'll.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, we can see you. There you are.
Hi, everyone.
If I see any space beings behind you, I'll tell you. If it lights up the room in the back.
Everyone, I actually could hear an intensity, like just a vibration, especially during the second loop. Oh, it was intense. Hi guys, hi everyone. I can feel the ships and just when I pointed them in the direction of the coordinates of the nuclear plants that are near my place, because we have a couple around here, and that's my central focus. I want to have now. Sorry guys, do we want Mount Shasta tones? Do you want to do crop circle tones?
What tones do you want? The Mount Shasta tone, everybody? We really are listening to what you want.
Fibonacci sequence or Dr. Greer's logo in 3D? It's kind of different too. Dr. Greer's logo is very different.
Yeah. Mount Shasta. And in terms of Herbert Garcia, I'm going to help you prevent that from happening again. But we'll do that when we're not doing this. So Herbert Garcia, I do see your comment. I felt that they harmed me, whoever they were. So we'll help you in a little bit, and that will never happen again. Let's hear the Shasta thing.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen to you, so we'll prevent it.
This is a little different from the other one. So this is the sound that created an image in everyone's mind that resembled a string of pearls. Yeah, it's very different.
I just could have sworn, unless I'm going nuts, I could swear I just heard a voice going like, or some something. Hey, Taz. Hey, brother.
This is definitely a unique sound, no doubt. This happened during a meditation that was focused on making contact with extraterrestrial visitors. The sound was multidimensional and created an image in everyone's mind that resembled a string of pearls.
Hey, Kraken. Welcome. Thank you, Taz, for the roses. Hey, Kraken. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the fire.
It does sound like grasshoppers. You're absolutely
Yes,
right.
it does.
That, if you've ever heard grasshoppers at the end of, summer, exactly what they sound like. I think nature is very close to extraterrestrial sounds and frequencies.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think it comes to a universal understanding of those sounds being so closely related to each other in many ways. So what you're hearing, folks, is from Dr. Stephen Greer's app. You're seeing different tones, frequencies that would be used if we're in a field somewhere out in the woods or something. Thank you, Ashley, for becoming a subscriber. We appreciate that. Thank you.
So basically, this is a tone. This was an anomalous tone that occurred during a CE5 event at Mount Shasta in California. It is played at 3 different pitches, the highest one being the original.
Here we go. And everyone, welcome to the show, the new people. We have Friends with Faries, my good friend up in northern Vermont. Hey, Friends with Faries, good evening.
Hi, guys. Hi, Grace.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Got home from work.
Oh, good. Welcome.
Yeah, glad you're home from work, too. I know you work really hard out there, so yeah. So we're playing some CE5 Friends with Faries, and we've heard some interaction of low sounds coming through beyond the app. That I brought Gekko in here earlier, as opposed to being boisterous last night. He's here with us now. I'm also knowing he's probably he's going to connect with you in a minute or two, so I'm sure you already know that. You're very attuned to frequency.
That is very cool. is that the Mount Shasta tones?
Yes.
Yeah, the Mount Shasta tone, yeah.
I've actually been there. It's so pretty up there.
Now with you on Friends with Furries, Gattaco's already here earlier. Now with you here, you're also amplifying up his ability to communicate. You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, you are integral part of the intergalactic communications.
My dog just came in to join the CE5.
Oh, good.
He likes the tones. So cute.
Surprised the Space Kitty isn't in there.
Oh, he just curled up in a big ball. He's so cute.
Oh, beautiful. It's funny how the dogs and cats, I have a cat, they can, my cat is really actually sleeping somewhere. She's not in the room here, so. And if we just do this for a second, we stop the tones for just a second. I want to do a test here.
Mm-hmm.
Gattaco, thank you for the hat. Wow, that hat looks really weird on me, but it's nice.
That.
Gattaco, how do you, Gattaco, do you hear the sounds? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. He just tapped. Gattaco, do you like the sounds? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. Gattaco, did you like playing around with James's keyboard system? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. You just tapped. Yeah, we enjoyed it too. You really were amazing. All those galactic people, amazing playing with his thing. Gattaco, do you remember the song that you played for me on my daughter's Alexa app? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. Can you repeat? Some people aren't hearing the tapping, Gattaco. Is there any way you can tap again, amplify it?
Someone's saying there's 1 tap.
1 tap. Linda says she couldn't hear anything.
Is Kit Kat here? She's got really good sound system.
Yeah, I would say people put on your headphones, your earbuds, and you'll hear the tapping. Gattaco, are you operating through Friends with Furries cell phone? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. He's using your phone again, just to let you know.
Okay.
But that's all right. I think Friends with Furries is getting used to using her phone.
You guys ready for this one? This is the Fibonacci sequence.
Okay, we're gonna Grace is gonna play another C5 Gattaco. And if you decide you want to switch the music on the C5 while she's playing it, so people know that you're able to do that, please do. So for educational purposes, people can know that. So for Grace, if you'll do that, we'll see if Gattaco changes it to the other C5 tone.
Yeah, let's
okay, here we go.
What the response is from this one, because this one, the first one in the Giza pyramid was incredible. So this one is also very different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
as that's playing, Gekko, I want to see if you can change the song, just to see if you can change it. If you decide to do it, just so people know that it's not her doing it.
So this one is really cool because this recording has the Fibonacci mathematical sequence embedded in the music, and it is useful to helping subtle energy forms become more manifest or more easily visible through an expansion of awareness and consciousness.
Can I say something?
Okay.
That tone. Remember the music that Gekko first played for us?
Yeah.
Listen to the tone. Tell me that isn't the exact same tone that is being played. Remember the ice cream
Yeah.
that I said? That's the tone.
That is the tone. No problem, Karen. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh yeah, it does sound like Atari, Johnny. Oh my gosh, that's true. People are saying it sounds like a pinball machine.
It's really very high frequency. The sound, this is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. My guests are Skip to Grace, Friends with Furry. Gekko's here. He's utilizing my phone in some way, but he's really utilizing Skip to Grace, but definitely Friends with Furry. He's tuned into her phone. And Gekko, is there anything you'd like to try to play through Grace's application? Gekko, if you are using you're using an app, right?
Yes, I'm in the app. I'm in the CE5 app.
Gekko, can you connect to her CE5 app and switch to one of the other tones? Can you do that? 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. With the tones, I can't tell if he's tapping or not.
Yeah, Close Encounters and the Third Kind, they use harmonic tones and primary colors to connect. Yes, they did. This reminds me of that too, Tess.
So we're actually having Grace use the C5 app. We have Friends with Furries with us. You're watching the show Encounter. Yeah, you're watching